truth. The truth. The truth. That's the line. The truth. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
What is up, YouTube? It's your boy back at it with another brand new video. I know some of y'all have been wondering where I've been these last couple weeks. Well, your boy has been chilling. Haven't felt a need to make a video because, let's be honest, the sneaker world has been pretty boring lately. Not a whole lot going on. So finally the time has come. I finally got something to say. In this video we're going to talk about Nike releasing shoes years after their original release. We're going to talk about Jumperman Chris has gotten himself into a beef. We're also going to talk about Urban Necessities. Little mention of Cam's Kicks. Talk about some shoe podcasts. Going to talk about this scammer on Instagram called ShoeGeekFlips, and I'm also going to tell you guys why I don't show my face. Also, the reason I've been silent the last couple weeks, I feel like there's a lot of creators out here creating content that has just been subpar. It's like they're making content just to make content. They really don't have much to say. They're kind of struggling. Of course, I could have made a video called Sneaker Market Collapses and then, oh, the sneaker market is back. Just like every other creator. StockX is shady. This, that, just struggling to put content out. I'd rather just be silent and wait till I have something to talk about. And boy, oh boy, your boy finally has something to say. So stay tuned. And let's get into it. First off, recently posted this picture, how I got Jubilees for 110 bucks. This is recently. This brings up the question, where does Nike keep its shoes? Because it keeps releasing shoes that are years old. As you can see, they recently released Cool Gray 11s and Playoff 11s. I say playoff because it makes people mad because they're new to the shoe game. The word bread was never around during the original releases. So what you know today as the Bread 4 or the Bread 11, the Bread 6, the term bread is a newer term. If someone has been in the sneaker game for a long time, they might not use the term bread, and it's funny that people get mad about it. Anyways, back to the point, you see Sniper Kicks posted that they had Cool Gray 11s and Bread 11s at his local outlet. That was in Chicago, and then this is in San Antonio, and then my Jubilees were purchased somewhere else. Can't put the plug out there like that, but if you've watched my videos, then you know I do have a Nike plug. He's not some bigwig. He's not dealing with celebrities. He actually has a really boring job dealing with computers at Nike. He has actually really taught me a lot about the business, which is why I tend to weigh in on things that are untrue about Nike because I have information firsthand. And I'm not just making it up like half of these creators. Something I say a lot and gets overlooked is the fact that most people working for Nike aren't actually into sneakers. I know that's a big bomb and it blows your mind, but Karen in accounting doesn't give a shit about the newest Jordan release, and most of the jobs at Nike are non-sneaker related. So back to my original question, where are these shoes coming from? Because I've seen a lot of shoes releasing lately to Nike outlets or Nike employee stores that are a year and a half, 2 years old. I do not have the answer and we can speculate, but I did read one comment that was just stupid. Some dude said, I want to see the production date on the inside label. Let me assure you, Nike did not put the Bread 11s back into production without telling anybody. So moving on, a YouTuber made an entire video dedicated to Jumperman Chris. This guy right here, he does not like Jumperman Chris, which I thought was very odd. So I watched the video. The whole time I'm waiting for his reasoning. Why he doesn't like Jumperman Chris. See, I've watched Jumperman Chris's videos. The image I get is, he's a hype beast, but he seems like a really nice guy. He's got a wife, he's got kids. This guy has given off no reason for me to dislike him, ever. So I'm very curious, and I'm watching this YouTuber's video. The whole time I'm waiting to hear why. And it turns out the reason this dude doesn't like Jumperman Chris is because Jumperman Chris called out some reps. That's it. That's the only reason. So I feel the need to kind of back Chris on this. I know Chris has never mentioned it, and he's probably never going to. And that's the right move. You heard Game trying to clout chase and make a 10-minute diss track on Eminem, and what was Eminem's response? Crickets. Same thing here. This dude's trying to clout chase and make up some reasoning why he doesn't like JMK. You could say you don't like his hairstyle. You don't like the way he talks, or you're jealous of his shoe collection, or maybe you're jealous of his subscribers. But you can't say, like, this dude is the one to go after out of all the shoe tubers. I mean, there's so many dudes who are so cringe and just seem like genuine assholes, and JMK actually seems like a nice dude, so I'm going to have to disagree with this one here. I will say one thing about people who wear reps, support reps, promote the reps. All of them say the same thing. Don't be scared to wear them. Wear them with confidence. We don't really care what other people think. If that's the case, then why do you guys get so mad when people call him out? This dude is hella mad at JMK. All he did was call out some reps. That's it. If you're so comfortable with wearing them, like you say, it shouldn't bother you when people call them out. And if I'm not mistaken, JMK only does this when someone is trying to sell reps as real. And he's only trying to help people out who think they're buying a real pair but actually have a fake pair in their hand. So why this would make you mad, I have no idea. Moving on, a lot of you wanted me to talk about Cam's kicks, but the fact is this dude is just over. Nobody's really watching. He's clickbaiting on all his videos. He actually resorted to doing a podcast with his dad. The thing about sneaker podcasts is I just don't think they're going to work. As you probably know, the Common Hype put a podcast studio into their new Common Hype headquarters, but let's be honest here. Look at what Qias did. He's only got 3,000 subscribers to his podcast. His most viewed video, 19,000. It's just not a good look. If I had a podcast and got these numbers, I'd probably be kind of happy. But this is Qias we're talking about. This is a dude who's been in the game for like 15 years. He's got millions of followers. And he's not getting very many views. 7K, 8K, 11K, 4.5K. That was 2 weeks ago. Who knows if they canceled this podcast already, but just feel like sneaker podcasting is not the move. Next up, if you consign shoes at Urban Necessities, you might be wondering, what the hell is going on? If you've watched some of my videos in the past, you know I'm a big fan of Jaysse. But I recently sent some shoes over to Urban Necessities to consign so they could sell them for me, and it's been about 2 months, and they have not been put into the system to sell. I don't know what the hell's going on over there. I know they're making some changes, and currently they're not accepting any new shoes to consign, but come on, man. It's been 2 months. So if you're consigning with UN and you need money quickly, this is definitely not the move. In the past, I've consigned with Urban Necessities, and within about a week and a half, my shoes are in the system, they're on the website, and they're selling, and you're usually getting way more money than you would selling them off Goat or StockX. Urban Necessities. Come on, get your shit together. Last but not least, this is ShoeGeekFlips. As you can see, he's got a pretty big social media following. He creates these reels, and a lot of people watch them and wonder how he gets his shoes. He says to reply now if you're ready to hit 6 figures. Take it to the next step today. This dude's very good with his marketing, but then he tries to weasel you into paying for a monthly membership in which he teaches you how to sell shoes. So, I would never pay for some shit like this, so I can't say if it works or not, but I'm going to take a wild guess and say this is some bullshit, and he's scamming. He's getting whatever a month, I don't know, $39.99 a month, probably from hundreds of kids who think they're going to be able to scale their business just like this dude does. This is one of those annoying dudes who didn't know what an Air Jordan was before COVID, and he just hopped on the train, and now he's making money off sneakers, and he's acting like he was in it the whole time. These are the type of dudes who annoy the shit out of me. But when I see people like this making money off sneakers, something that I've been into since I was a little kid, and this dude just hopped in, not for the love of it, but for the money, yes, it makes me feel some type of way. Not to mention, this dude is always on Instagram searching for views, trying to get clout, posting stuff that people wonder, how did he do that? Where did he find that? Well, turns out someone from Nike actually saw one of his posts, and he was actually in a Nike employee store. So this dumbass has his face showing, he has his LLC, the employee looked him up, found out his real name, and was working on getting him banned from the Nike employee store. This is one of the reasons I don't show my face. Imagine walking into a Nike store where you get a nice discount, someone recognizes you and then bans you from the store. It's just dumb. Something you should not be doing, especially if you're reselling shoes. As you notice, a lot of resellers do not show their faces. This is one of the reasons why. You don't want to burn your plug, and this dude obviously knows nothing about that. Not to mention, this dude is trying to sell people on a course on how to sell shoes. Nothing could be more frustrating than these types of people who has infiltrated the sneaker industry in the last couple of years. Luckily, the trends are now changing. Most Jordans are sitting now, and if you want a pair, they are very accessible. Of course, the limited, the hype shoes are still going to be hard to get, but at least the general releases are not selling out anymore, and people can just walk into a Foot Locker and cop a Jordan, which was impossible the last couple of years. Anyways, I think I've got it all off my chest. This has been your boy The Truth, aka Paul Pierce, aka George Washington, because I cannot tell a lie, and I'm out.